Oh, okay.
Hit it live.
Did it. Liven. Liven.
Liven.
Feel liven.
KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day. Polyester Blend Live streams Mondays at 8 o'clock over the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is also simulcast from UHF station KTRD, 299 MHz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. But before we get to the live broadcast, let us see what's on the Polyester Blend Network and KTRD schedule tonight. At 11 p.m. on Polyester Blend, it's a public service announcement brought to you by KTRD and Polyester Blend. Hey everybody, tomorrow's voting day, so we would be remiss if we didn't do our civic duty as a broadcast channel out here in the West Desert to say, go out and vote. And if you're going to vote, why don't you do it cool and rock and roll style, like rock the vote, so rock and roll while you vote. That's pretty cool. And just get out there and vote, because we got a real bad dude as a senator. We know the other guy sucks too. I mean, he's not great, but Mike Lee sucks the worst. So just, would you say, try to vote to get Mike Lee out. Look, he's got a bunch of brown brain awards. We don't like him. And also, if you're voting out in the West Desert, why don't you go ahead and why don't you vote no on WD 311? WD 311, it's an amendment to take away some of the public funding for KTRD and Polyester Blend, which we think is a service for all the fine people out in North Gold Hill and the internet. It's all a bill set up by Virgil Boone Cassidy IV, the mayor of North Gold Hill. You, of course, remember he's the great-great-grandson of Virgil Boone Cassidy, who we didn't realize a couple years ago had died, and I guess he's pissed off about us not realizing that. But it doesn't mean we should take away all the fun stuff at KTRD and all the stuff fun stuff we do on Polyester Blend. It's a great communal place to go. I mean, sure, we could trim things, like Ryan's Comics Corner or, things like that. But no, let's keep it going. So vote no on WD 311. And in general, just go out and vote tomorrow. Let's take care of democracy and each other, and let's make for a better tomorrow. Okay, Polyester Blend, let's go. That's what's on KTRD tonight after Polyester Blend, our flagship show. As we say here on KTRD, we drop the goods. But first, some inspirational words.
Utah?
And I don't want to get married.
What a pity.
Anyway. You understand that?
Peace out. Rock and roll. TikTok, time to rock.
And you're...
WD 311, resolution. We no to that. No to that. We'll talk about that and other things you should vote for here tonight. But we won't have a tiebreaker when it comes to voting, because we don't have an odd number. So unless we got a pure majority, democracy's going to be tough. But what comes out of one lost head, it's like when you lose a sense, the other senses get better. That means the two Ryans will get better on what we like to call Monday night Polyester Blend. What? Trybe of Ryaens edition. Pauly Shore. Ow! To Rob and Janine, both workers on the show. It is your good friend Ryan Schlegel. Oh, look at this. That's all jacked up. It's your good friend Ryan Schlegel here in the Schledio live. It's Monday. We got a rotating cast of people who work on the show. They come and go each week. I'm right here with you. Last week we didn't have this guy. This week we do have this guy from the coming and going as he pleases capital of Southern California, San Diego, or Ed McMahon. Ryan Bradford, are you there?
Hey, I am glad to be back.
Oh!
So, I don't know how many people were here to see my cameo last weekend.
No one.
Nobody was here.
We're slowly
But
just a death rattle starting to happen with KTRD and Polyester, but that's fine because we've had a great run. We keep going though. But yes, you jumped in for a great quick second, maybe having a little fun, having a couple of pops wherever you were.
That's true. That's true. I don't have a lot of recollection of. I know I was here. I know I was here for a second. But I'm here. I'm here for you. I got my new bleached hair.
I was gonna say breaking news. Ryan Bradford, look at that beautiful late '90s surfer dude haircut we've got going on here. I'm a big fan.
So if you look up My Chemical Romance 2006.
Okay. Oh yes, I went down this deep dive the other day. My Chemical Romance bleach. This is already stunning stuff. People are like, I'm going to check out Polyester Blend. Yes, okay. It's about where we were.
Right.
It's about where they were. But yes, bleached hair. Yes, okay.
Bleached hair. That was my Halloween costume.
Oh my god.
And I figured why not just do it for realsy?
How fun is that? It looks great.
I feel like thank you. It's fun, you know? As you get older, you have fewer opportunities to do fun things with your hair. And it's like a surprise every time I look in the mirror now, and that's fun. That's just real fun.
I love it so much, Ryan. You know that as we get older, you make a good point. During the pandemic, at some point, I'm like, I'm going to let my hair and beard grow out and be kind of, that's fun. I'm going to try that out. And then I remember I was doing Zoom meetings, and then after I cut my hair, like all my superiors were definitely like, oh, you look much more thank you. You look like it was definitely like noted they weren't happy with what I was doing, like with long hair and a beard. Like, come on. Doesn't matter. We're not in real time. Who gives a shit? Let me be a gross freak with my long hair. But you're not a gross freak. You're a handsome freak with that beautiful bleach hair.
Thank you. And I feel like by the time Christmas comes around, it'll have grown out and like tipped enough that I will be Mark McGrath for Christmas.
Oh, lucky duck. Just in time for Christmas. I got my Mark McGrath going on. Mark McGrath. Well, that'll be fun for everyone in your family, I think.
I think so. I think they're all rooting for me.
Yeah.
Come on, Mark McGrath.
Hey, right. We just want to say we're all really hoping your dreams come
look
true.
At that. Like,
Mark
he's
McGrath.
throwing the shaka. Yep, there I am.
This reminds me, we're going to start taking forehead friends. I think is the new thing we're going to do. You weren't here last week, Ryan, but we did do forehead friends last week, where we have former governor of Utah, John Huntsman Jr. We had a little fun, and we started making characters out of different foreheads. Let me show you what it looked like right here. Did I even save it? I probably didn't even save it. But yeah, we're having a laugh. Oh, there it is. So, you know, there's John Huntsman's forehead. So we're making forehead friends, which is a new thing we're doing.
It's a goofy looking forehead.
We're slowly losing our minds here on Polyester Blend, but I think Mark McGrath will join the friends of forehead friends. And what we do is we create it live, Ryan. We create it live. So I've snipped it.
Wow. Okay.
We snipped it, and so we'll draw. We'll take. That'll be something we work on in the show, because God knows we have nothing but time here tonight on Polyester Blend. We'll make another forehead friend. Speaking of friend, people, the elephant in the room, we must discuss. About 5 hours ago, it became official, and we're sorry to say, but our good friend Clayton Scrivener is no longer with us. I'm sorry to say that. We loved him. He will be missed here on Polyester Blend. We miss you, Clay.
Rest in peace, Clay Dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean dead. I'm sorry. I meant that he went to Europe. Oh my God. I really screwed that
and
one up.
I meant he was probably taking a nap on his overseas flight. Rest in peace.
Wow. We really
have no flight attendants wake you up during that transatlantic flight.
A lot of egg on our face over here. We goofed a little too much. Maybe some people got scared a little bit. Don't you worry. Clay is amongst the Griswolds in the early 80s. He is just having a fun time in what really used to be, where some of the people from this country came from. That's kind of a true, and now it's just another place. We don't really care about it too much. But here it is, Europe. Ryan, I mean, we're going to have to just trug along like we always do. And I don't know if you know this, Ryan. This is one of the many continents of the planet, Europe, if you're not familiar with it.
Weird, all right? Because it's connected to another continent.
I know, right? What? Which one is it? And then we're over here like, fuck him. Let's destroy ourselves.
We're self-contained.
Self-contained assholes.
Our boundaries are easy to define.
We don't have to learn other languages. Some would say we're kind of dumber people. Well, they're not wrong. They're not wrong there. But we bleach the shit out of our heads like my good friend in California does. That is right. Our good friend.
The bleach hair capital of the world, San Diego.
I mean, that's got to be it's got to be high in the rankings, right?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Either sun bleach or just regular. So I say this to all those people out there. We do not have our good friend. Our good friend is not here, Clayton Scribner. So, as always, you can audition to replace him, and we will put the Zoom link in the YouTube chat. Feel free to join and replace Clayton Scribner.
Anybody just tuning in right now, be warned that this show is going to be about 40% less introspective.
Oh, my God. A lot of the introspection, a lot of the insight will be gone. It looks like he's going to be monitoring us from the chat. The YouTube chat is live. I put the Zoom link in there. Feel free to join. Clayton's already upset, very upset. But also at the same time, he didn't realize it was Monday. So come on, how much is he missing it? That much. Now,
I mean, he's flying over. What's that daylight?
The Meridian.
I don't know.
The
Meridian.
Prime
Yeah.
Meridian. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I know how things work.
It's okay if he doesn't know what day it is. It's like Gremlins,
Exactly.
It's like how late after midnight.
Oh
can
my
you
God!
feed them?
Do not do not give Clayton a gin Ricky after midnight, or he will.
I mean, is he night drunk or is he morning drunk?
He just really shouldn't be
never
having
know.
any of them. It really shouldn't be having any of them. Yes, we will be counting down the moment that Clayton passes the Prime Meridian. We're very excited about that. So we've got eyes and ears on that. A lot of people working hard on that. But instead, it's like we kind of did this last week without you, buddy. Last week we kind of decided, we don't got the normal group together. Let's start throwing things out the window, replacing things here. And we ended up having a good time. We also watched an entire Jazz game just live on the air, which was, maybe not the most legal thing to do, but it was a hell of a time. So this week, you and I, we're just reinventing the wheel. We're doing whatever we want it to on Polyester Blend. Some of your favorites will be here. Utah City's Quiz, Ryan's Comics Corner, but we're trying all sorts of other stuff here tonight. So if you want to talk, I guess we're basically doing the same show. But if you want to join us and throw out a topic, feel free to do that. Europe's kind of our unspoken theme here tonight because Clay's out there, and it's also our music theme here tonight. Ryan, last time you were in Europe, you go to Europe pretty frequently now that I think about it.
I've been twice in my life.
Oh,
once with
look at you go.
And once with on my honeymoon.
One more than me, bud. One more than me.
España.
You've been to España? I have not been to España. I have only been to, the kind of the more like, the middle countries, I would say, I guess is really was. I haven't been to Europe. I haven't been to England. Haven't been to any of these things. But tonight, if you want to talk about that, we're going to be playing all songs from Europe. I think all songs from Europe. I don't think that was the point. I don't think I picked a song that was like by Metallica that was like, Europe, Europe. No, I don't think I did that. So I think we're good there.
Europe, give me 5. Give me Scotland and Finland. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of like what's Sandman in British slang. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on that. I wasn't prepared for this kind of jaunt that we're going on here. Always say yes in improv. But we're going to be doing music songs all night. I think we're going to have some people join in and take the place of that. But first, Ryan, before we must get going, I brought it up in the show to start with, and I should bring this up earlier. It is voting day. Voting day tomorrow here in the great country of the United States of America. Ryan, did you already vote, or do you got to jump in there tomorrow? What are you doing?
I got to do it tomorrow. I got my ballot right here. Gonna fill it out. Maybe the show. Should we do a live voting?
Yes. In fact, that works perfectly, Ryan, because not only should we talk about that, we'll give some insights here, thoughts on voting. I'm a proud voter. Now that I already vote today, yes. Should I have done it last week? Probably. I got a lot of business from Steph about how I was late, but come on now. I got it in today. You're not even done yet. But if you saw the earlier on in the show, we during the beginning, we brought up the idea of Resolution WD 311, which is, of course, we broadcast. So people don't know this, Ryan. We broadcast out in the KTRD, out in the Hastings Dip. I got a shot of that. I think I got a shot of that somewhere. Yes, here we go. So out here in the West Desert, there's where we are, out in the West Desert. You see, you zoom in there. North Gold Hill is where we cover the city of North Gold Hill. We're in the Hastings Dip, of course, and then there's our beautiful, there's our station right there. But Ryan, for a long time, we have a civic duty to the people of North Gold Hill because we covered that. Our broadcast isn't mighty, but it goes out to North Gold Hill. So I thought tonight, Ryan, we should do some voting, some North Gold Hill, kind of what we think you should vote for out North Gold Hill, and kind of explore what's on their ballot as a civic duty to the fine people out there. Don't you think that's probably appropriate?
Yeah, I think that's great. That's probably not only entertaining, but probably a public service.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we want to do here tonight. The first thing, of course, was North Gold Hill has a resolution to take away public dollars for KTRD, and we have to say no to that. I mean, please, KTRD.
Big no.
Big no. We need
big
you.
No. This is the GOP coming at us again.
Absolutely. It's the despicable, and you heard me bring it up before, Ryan, but this guy, we got into some bad favors with him because we kind of accidentally didn't know his great pappy, who was a big, long-time North Gold Hill resident. We didn't realize he had passed away. So his grandson, Mayor Vigil Boone IV, got a little upset, so he put it on the ballot. And I've also heard, Ryan, that he's on the ballot this year, too, to be voted out. So he's running unopposed, but you could write in somebody. But come on, Virgil Boone Cassidy. People love KTRD. They love Polyester Blend. So we say no. Vote no on Resolution WD 311. It's kind of like WD 40, but WD 311.
What? Just to keep voters informed, and for the sake of transparency, got to be transparent.
100%.
100%. How many public dollars would WD 311 take away if passed?
That's a good question. I'd have to get into the books. We've always asked for dollars and cents when it comes to KTRD. We were gifted the station. If you don't forget, a couple of years ago, we were just given it to it by an anonymous donor. So I don't really know the financials, but for what it costs to run the show every week, the money for your bleached hair, the gin I get, and some seltzer, I mean, we're talking at maybe 3 figures after the decimal. So at least a cool hundo.
Yeah, so
it's not that much.
So please, it's not much,
but it's a lot.
To keep producing this high quality content, we need it all.
Absolutely.
We need it all, especially my hair bleach. Like, this does not keep itself.
And how do you think Clayton's getting to Europe? I mean, if we look at the funding, some of those dollars went there, but he's out there. He's creating content. He's exploring himself, both physically and mentally, and other people. So we're just trying to grow, and we're trying to grow the brand by sending Clay to be an ambassador out there. So
the KTRD ambassador.
Absolutely.
That's right.
No, everyone's always thinks it's a good idea. And also, I'm getting word. Speaking of Europe and all this stuff, before we get into point of order, Ryan, I set this up. You don't know about this. But I set this up earlier. I don't know if you know this, but Clay has a long. It's not like a cousin or a brother or anything. It's just Clayton. And, you could see he's from the old country. He's from Europe, right? So he has a relative waiting for him, and we're gonna check in with him to see if he see if he's seen Clay yet, or if he has anything. So I've got a live hookup. Let's see if he. Let's go to him. Are you there, Euro Clay? Are you there?
Ah, oui, oui.
Oh,
Oh, oui, oui, Polyester. Very good, merci beaucoup. Ah, Polyester.
Euro Clay.
Oui.
Nice to see you.
Oui,
have
oui,
you,
oui.
have you seen, I guess, American Clay?
Ah, no, merci beaucoup. As Red in baguettes, but no, parlez-vous. Clayton Scribner from United States of America. No, just a beautiful bottle of wine and some baguettes here for me.
Okay, well,
Ah. Oui, oui.
so
Uh-huh.
what do you know about the show? Euro Clay? What do you know about? I mean, have you ever met your American counterpart?
Oh, no. I just met. We are watching KTRD, who you should get money to keep this going. No, I've only watched the show. Your show is very loud. It goes on for too long, some say. No, sir. No. Bien. No bien. The show's so very long. But because I've got time, I must go out into the streets. I must enjoy wine and baguettes.
Oh wait, before you head out,
Uh-huh.
Clay, can we go on a 30-minute tangent about baguettes? Because this is what American Clay really loves to do. He likes to go talk about
No.
food
No.
a bunch.
Baguettes, it must be my favorite food of all time. I do not like a hamburger. I just like the bun. I do not like a sandwich. I like the roll. I am just a big fan of bread in general. And the baguette, it is like the president of bread. It's the best bread.
You're absolutely right,
Yes.
Hero Clay.
merci.
But I can I mean, pardon me if this is stereotypical.
Oh,
but you also like cheese, right?
no!
So when you order American burger, it's not meat, cheese, and bun. It's just meat and cheese. Hold the patty. Is that correct?
Ah, very much so. I open up the finest cheese while I'm on a raft out in the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean Sea, which is a sea we have. We also have the Baltic Sea. And I think that's all the seas and the ocean. But yes, we enjoy cheese with all our many water coasts. We enjoy all of that. Yes, we do.
Well, this has been very enlightening. Are you going to stick around, Euro
Wait.
Clay, or?
We will. I will be here waiting the whole time until your good friend, my relative, American Clayton comes. I will be here eating a baguette and some red wine and tightening my scarf and filling in any light black stripes on my shirt with a black magic marker. I will be filling it in and making sure it is the most European as could be.
Very good. I mean, it's very good to meet you.
Monsieur, un baguette, please, un baguette,
Oh, he's got Ryan. He just walked away.
Dude, he walked away screaming. That was
Well,
kind
he's
of
trying to get a
upsetting.
cab. I think he was trying to get a cab.
Oh, okay.
Got to go to the next cafe.
It's a different culture. They often walk around
You
yelling.
can't be sitting around doing a live show. You're enjoying the European palazias and all these different fun
Yeah,
things.
life's both faster and slower.
I couldn't tell. He kept
Something that we can.
he kept coming through a lot of different nationalities. I feel like he was. It wasn't just once. You couldn't make fun of that character for being stereotypical, because if you're doing all the stereotypes, who's to say which? Who's to say which one? So I think it's fair game.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded. I don't know what you're talking about. He sounded 100% French to me.
It sounded French to me. Oh, we're getting live updates. Well, I could have been French. Let's just say the person. Sounds like they need to do character work if they're going to do other nationalities. People, breaking news. Clayton is way far away from the Pride Meridian. He is only, I would say, Ryan, he's only as far as, I would say, the Canadian coast, the Atlantic coast. I don't think he's even really gone that far. I mean, he just sent me a photo. He's roughly around, I would say, even, what is this, St. John's? What is that, New Brunswick, whatever this is out here? So he hasn't even crossed the Atlantic. So We're gonna have to tell Euro Clay he's got a lot of time left until he will see his relative many different generation. But we have many different things to go over, my friend. In fact, we do it in a segment we love so much. It's time for a hit segment. We go over some local stuff. We'll talk about some of the stuff on your ballot, some of the stuff on KTR ballot. People, it's time to go to a hit segment we all love. It's time for a little thing we like to call Point Up. Order! Point of order! Order! We go over some things here. Order! This is based on British Parliament, Ryan. I don't know if you know, we've talked about this before. John Barracow. So, I mean, this is kind of perfect with our European theme, don't you think?
Yep, totally.
Now, the excitement you're having right now, is it
Yep.
pretty high?
Totally. Sorry, the Euro Clay kind of like... I can't compete with that.
Oh, it's going to be, it's a roller coaster here, buddy. So we're coming down and then we'll be going right back up. You know what's also a roller coaster, I must say, is that the fact that we might be having here tonight a winter warning, a winter advisory. I mean, I think it's hitting you, my friend, but there's it looks to be a lot of precipitation in the west here tonight. Are you supposed to get rain? I hear it's raining down there.
Yeah, it did. It rained. I walked to my work now, and it rained both in the morning and in the evening when I was walking. And
walking here, San Diego style.
Nothing in between. So it knows when I'm gonna be outside.
Oh my God! Now, Ryan, I'm seeing it's raining. I'm supposed to. I want to pull up here, Salt Lake. We're supposed to get snow here, bud. We're talking the first big snow of the. We've had a little bit of snow, but this is supposed to be the big sucker coming through.
How many inches?
Oh, we're talking
talking
all the
mad
inches. We're talking all the inches. Here we go right here. 2 hours ago. Curious about how much precipitation fell and how that's today. It was very windy today. It was like 60 degrees. We're looking at the big stuff here, Ryan. We're talking 2 to 3 inches.
Look at those new inches, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be. We're gonna need that. That's what we're gonna call, my friend. We call that, of course. I don't want to save the image. Why would I want to save this business? I will say, Ryan, we need this water, of course. We need to refill the Great Salt Lake. That is a very nice...
Park City's going to get a foot?
That's what it said. That's what we're reading here. Wow. Randolph, 3 to 4. I mean, the West Des looks like it'll be fine. We don't need to worry about the West Des out there. Don't need to worry about this business. Cedar City.
Bullfrog gets 0.
Bullfrog. Oh, man, Bullfrog. I mean, I don't know. Big Water, one of our Utah Cities quiz not too long ago, 0 as well. But that's kind of the normal, Ryan. It's the desert down there. We don't need to worry about this business. But yeah, 8 to 12. Right in the pocket right there. So anyway, order up. If you don't already have some warm clothes, order up some warm clothes because you're going to need them with that kind of snow.
Does Zazzle sell winter survival gear that we can brand?
Let's see if we can find on Zazzle. Ryan, of course, is referring to we decided to go with Zazzle. A lot of people use Zazzle. Let me just type in winter, Ryan, but we use it for our personal store. Let's see if winter stuff comes in. Just a lot of Merry Christmas stuff, Ryan. I'm not seeing a lot, but let's see if we go with a parka. That
custom parka.
Custom parka. Some custom parka. Let's see what we got here. Gonna be adding things here. Make your own jacket from Zazzle. Oh my God, Ryan.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, let's see what we could do here.
You can make your own jacket.
We can make our own jacket. Order
your own PBL jacket for $150.
You'll be the coolest kid in school if anyone else at school knew what you were representing. Ryan, I'm going to see what we could get here because we might have to make something here tonight. Well, this one's kind of fun because you could be a captain. It's a nautical jacket. You could be on your little captain here. Let's personalize this, Ryan. Edit using design here. I'm going to just throw one of a... I have all these... I got things ready to go. My files. Let's... I got to sign in. But Ryan, we've got lots of things here. Sign me in. Sign me the fuck in. Let's go. All right, we could just do... Of course, we could do...
yeah.
This is going to be embroidered. We should definitely have that. We, of course, could have the wonderful... And then we could have... Well, we could have you, Ryan. We could have Husky Boy. We could have DJ Schlub in the club. They would have to sew this, remember. They would have to sew that image on
Some
it.
poor
Poor bastard.
person.
Yeah, they're. Oh my God! It's already the colors would be jacked to all hell. But John Lovitz, DJ Schlub in the club. So we might have to invest in that, Ryan. That might be something coming down the pipeline. Maybe Santa Claus, Santa Pinata might provide it for us. But we can't be looking at clothes the whole time, Ryan. We can't possibly be doing this. Speaking of weather, well, one of the things in the sky, just like the weather, is something that producer Rob, always producing on the show, provided earlier. Breaking news, my friend. Breaking news. There's a total lunar eclipse coming up. Begins tonight at 1 a.m. Are you hearing this, Ryan? At 1 a.m. KTRD. There is
Lunar
a loner.
eclipse.
It will last until 4 in the morning. There will also be an earthquake, a 1.59 earthquake. Magnitude coming along with it. Do you see this, Ryan? I guess it means something else when it comes to the moon. About 5 hours, 6 hours. That's as long as Polyester Blend, a 6-hour duration time for that lunar eclipse. We're kind of like a lunar eclipse.
Should we live broadcast the lunar
I'm
eclipse?
just not going to go to sleep tonight. I'll just stay live until about 4 a.m. I think that's
We
fine.
will just point our cameras to the moon,
I can set
and
something
our
up.
viewers will just see darkness, but they'll know.
We don't
We'll
have-
talk. We'll talk about the weather.
Yeah, we're always talking about that. But we could seriously have some good stuff there if we check that out. So anyway, if you got to have yourself a cup of coffee and stay up, people, you might be able to see something. Or set your alarms early and wake up and have some coffee. Either way, have coffee, no matter what you're doing. And check out the lunar eclipse. Very exciting. Thanks, Rob. Always producing on the show. Very good, my friend. Very good. We brought this up earlier. It is voting. It is voting here. Time. It's voting. We must be voting here, doing our democratic duties. Here, of course, the biggest one is the race between Evan McMullen, the independent. He is not of a affiliation, but the Democratic Party in Utah decided to back him because we all can agree on something, Ryan. Mike Lee sucks. He is the worst. So there's been kind of a truce, an unholy alliance between Democrats and independents to try to get this scumbag out. As we know, Ryan, from our many times on Polyester discussing Mike Lee, there he is with his Brown Brain Awards. He's been a long time problem for us. I mean, of course, and he also, of course, has gotten himself a Peabody Award for self-dunk. Where he put himself into a whole
Self-dunk take.
He put himself into a whole tunk of piss, which is he's done personally. He chose that.
Is it his piss?
Great question.
In
Polyblend.
whose piss is in the piss tank?
I'm gonna write this.
I can see Mike Lee
That's-
saving his own piss.
Ryan, that's a really good point because that's probably something we're going to get audited at some point if we do continue forward. Like, what's the public dollars going towards? Is it for his piss or is it other people's piss? What's going on there?
no. We're not paying for piss. This is his piss.
That's it. That's his. We just sent a photographer out to whatever situation it was, the fair, the total piece of shit. What it's kind of like a fair, a Renaissance fair, a kids get together. I'm not sure,
Oh man.
but we should.
Wait,
know, yeah.
Schlegel, can you move my window up near Del Sanchez's in the Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame?
I'd have to move it. Up. Why?
Oh, never mind.
No, I could do it real easily. What way?
Look at our hairs together. me and
Oh!
Del.
You have kind of a Del Shantz piece of shit looking. You kind of look like a total piece of shit. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm on the wrong side. Absolutely. Buddy, it's always a good day when you start dressing and looking like a TPOS member. But don't vote for a TPOS member like Mike Lee. Stay away. Stay away from this piss tank. And don't be a part of it. So I, of course, ended up making a deal with the devil. I did. I'm going to say it right here. I'm not afraid. I'm transparent. I voted for Evan McMullen. Not happy about it. I'm going to tell you that right now, Ryan. I don't feel good. But it's a lesser of two
I
evils.
mean, that's voting though, right? Like, you're not gonna get everything you want. You might as well just go for the better.
It's true. It's true. I mean, we have to do what we had to do. Did I want Joe Biden to be president? No. But did I want him better than the other asshole? Absolutely. One of the worst people ever. Of course I mean, Joe's fine. But I wanted,
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren. But anyway, those are the things. Read about Ryan in San Diego. What's the big ballot? The big ballot topic out there in San Diego.
So the biggest one, the biggest one in my mind, there is a new Measure B. Measure B. It would be for
bees?
people to pay for trash pickup. Single family homes paying for trash pickup. San Diego is the only city in the entire state of California where if you own a home, single family home, you do not have to pay for trash pickup.
Are you just throwing away whatever you want, not giving two shits about it? Just like huck, non-bleached hair, buzz, throw into trash. I mean, you could throw away whatever. It's not costing you anything.
Well, yes, and here's the thing. If you live in an apartment or a condo, you do have to pay for trash pickup. So this bill would be sort of an equity bill, so everybody gets like a fair share of the pie.
I love it. Let's share. What are these houses?
There are other like environmental factors that go into it, and I'm not sure what all of those are right now.
Right. Can't be bothered with that.
Is. I am very fascinated by this race. I know it's very, it seems very banal and kind of lame, but I find it strange that San Diego is the only city, just because like it's a historic thing. Back in 1918, there was the People's Choice Ordinance where they were like, okay, we'll collect trash, but they never set a price on it. So it's just that sort of weird like flub.
Oh yeah.
Has carried on for 100 years, and now people are like, okay, so maybe we should collect some money.
Well, it's so funny because you were going down to visit you, and the many great times I've had down there. It was when I realizing driving, we've driven over a bunch of times, San Diego County is fucking massive. And I was just like, oh, is it free? Because they're like, just put it out in the desert. No one cares. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to find the landfill because I'm very interested in the history. Because, San Diego County goes all the way out into the Mojave, right?
About to where...
Why am I not getting it?
Pretty close to where that El Centro is right there.
Okay. So it goes out here. What is this? This is like...
Yeah, Ocotillo. If you scroll down...
Ocotillo.
That's about the
that's
edge of
desert.
East County.
You and I have been there together.
Oh, yeah.
Ocotillo.
Oh, yeah. We've been to... That's where the Lazy Lizard Bar
Oh,
is.
the Lazy Lizard. By the way, that's bar lizard. People need to go here. This place is amazing. Not a hostel. I want the bar. But this place is it's one of my favorites. I've been to a lot of places, but this has got to be one of my favorites. Anyway, can't be just looking at bars all night, even though sometimes we do that with Utah City's quiz coming up later on here tonight. But everyone do you think it's going to pass, Ryan, or everyone's going to pay their fair share?
I have no idea. I mean, San Diego has a very long history of NIMBYism. I don't know if...
we got that.
Like the single-family homeowners... I don't know if they'll do it, but I would say maybe like a third or fourth of the population are, apartment.
Yeah. Well, how much is it
livers,
gonna
dwellers.
how much is it gonna go up? What's the cost here?
It would be between like $34 a month to $120 a month.
Yeah, that's actually kind of pricey.
Kind of pricey.
Yeah.
But we are already they are already taking this money out from our taxes, like our homeowners taxes, so we're paying for it anyway. But now it's just like, if we have a dedicated tax for it, they can use those city funds for other things.
I love it. Order.
I think I'm gonna vote yes, just because
I love it.
I'm all for everybody paying their share and not sticking it to apartment dwellers and apartment renters and condo renters and all that.
I think it's right, Ryan. I love it. I say order up more of that. Get that trash and start paying it all. So that's your big one. That's the big topic, or maybe one of the biggest ones.
I mean, that's my personal choice for big topic.
I love it. I'm trying to decide what we should go. Oh, I know what I want to show. Ryan, this ad has been playing. You know, it's that political season, so ads are playing all the time. I don't know. You know, we watch in our household, we watch Jeopardy and we watched Wheel of Fortune every day, so you're just inundated. And then there's been a lot of sports going on these days, so of course sports shows, you know, when you're watching that, tons and tons of political ads. But I'm obsessed with this one, Ryan. This video is actually kind of old, of Mike Lee saying he would get rid of Social Security, so it's kind of an old video. But the Ed McMullen, I don't even know if it's him or if it's a PAC against Mike Lee, have posted this video, but it shows Mike Lee years ago. This is what he says, Ryan.
Can Utah seniors afford Mike Lee?
It will be my objective to phase out Social Security, to pull it up by the roots and get rid of it. To pull
Bad news, right?
it up by the roots and get rid of it.
But you
There's all those gray hairs he's with, the blue hairs, you know, like it's like, of course they don't care because they're about to kick the bucket themselves right here. You know, they're done collecting that Social Security. But, you know, the worst, right? With Social Security, people don't, come on, this is very important stuff. And fuck Mike Lee and all that. But that's not what does it for me, Ryan. That's not why I'm obsessed with it. We already know how bad that is, and fuck Mike Lee. But it's a very important thing you hear underneath right after he says it, Ryan. Let me see if you can pick up on this, all right? Let's see if you pick up on what I'm hearing here. Pay attention.
It will be my objective to phase out Social Security, to pull it up by.
Do you hear it, Ryan?
Nice.
It's
Is it the nice?
It's the guy going. That's why, Ryan, I've clipped out and make sure whenever we see
Oh my
something
God.
pretty sweet and we like it so much, I'll just go ahead and play it. Nice.
Nice.
It's like, oh man,
Nice.
who's that gross guy who's like, nice?
He was so ready. He was so ready for Mike Lee to say that. Nice.
I know, right? It sounds like I'm trying. Nice. It's like a 69 nice. It's like that level of like nice.
Nice.
Gross. Anyway, not nice. Order up Mike Lee. With Mike Lee, get out of here. The only thing I want to talk about here, Ryan, before we continue on, is one last thing. Is this because we like to point these out? We were, you know, a lot of people. It wasn't just us. Some people went to AlphaCon, but we were talking about AlphaCon pretty early. We're pretty obsessed with it. But this one isn't getting as much news because it's not as ridiculous. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's just not as. It just doesn't have the same aesthetic as AlphaCon. But this one, Red Pill Expo, Ryan. Red Pill Expo coming.
When is
get,
that?
Get this
Where?
coming down to Salt Lake City. Look at this poster. They're holding their red pills, very large pills. Need a lot of water to swallow that pill if you're going to have to ask me. Maybe I wouldn't even be able to. But yes, that's right, my friend. Salt Lake City this weekend. At the Salt Palace, which is like, come on, why'd you guys accept this? It's just a bunch of bullshit conspiracy theories. This guy in the middle, G. Edward Griffin.
He doesn't even get a pill with his name on it. That sucks.
Well, he's holding up SaltAke City. He's giving us a
I
pill.
gotta have one on my vest, I guess.
Yeah, he's already had one, to be honest with you. I mean, he's had his pill. He's already taken it down.
So these people are all working on their pills.
Yeah, I mean, what a pill that big? You can't just be having.
Oh
this
my
in
god!
one
Did you ever have one of those like massive jaw breakers when you were little that
Listen,
you had to like lick
You and I are of a certain age.
weeks,
and then it would get.
I had one that was the Flintstones movie themed jawbreaker, and it was shaped like the world, and I licked it so much that my tongue started bleeding on the third day.
That was a common thing for a lot of people. Was that? By the way, you said it was a what? It was a what now?
The Flintstones movie.
Yabba dabba dooba dabba or whatever.
You know what I mean? So when you were like, oh, I love this jawbreaker, it's kind of like Flintstones.
Yabba dabba dooba dabba or whatever.
It's kind of like that, which is exciting. Damn, yeah, I do remember those jawbreakers. They were gross. I had one too. I only got so far, and then it was like, I licked that for like hours. I walked away, so now my dry saliva's all over it. And I'm supposed to just like get back to it, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's it. Oh, the 1993 Flintstones Bedrock Bull-Rama Jawbreaker bowling ball. You can, yeah.
Let's find this. Now the question is, Ryan, A, will we find one?
There it is.
There it is. And this is what I was wondering, my friend. Do you want to relive the experience? Because you can for $10.
Oh my god.
It's a 30-year-old plus candy that I don't know if you should actually have. But $10, Ryan, for Christmas, I might have to get this for you, buddy. I'm just gonna have to say right now.
Please do. I will be so happy.
Yeah, but
my tongue will just be bleeding next time I do like polyester blend.
Or jump breaker.
Or whatever.
Or jump breaker. Gross, very gross. Red pill, gross. So much good there. By the way, I do appreciate they do have this fun little blimp icon. Watch this. There it goes.
Woohoo!
It's kind of fun. I kind of want to steal that for us. I would just like a blimp.
What's legalized plunder?
That's kind of like what we set out there. Where are you looking at this? Legalized plunder. Was it in
It was trailing behind the blimp. The very fast moving blimp.
You can't click on the blimp. Okay, one of the things I don't love about this. But anyway, red pill. Come on now. What are all these people? Get out of here. And like this person points out, there's going to be a lot of this. It takes you down the road to anti-Semitism. So get the fuck out of here. We don't like you. No way, Jose. I don't know if I should be saying that. People, the next one I want to get to. We should probably get to our first music break. We like to announce which county the Utah Cities quiz will be in. We are going back to our one of our faves, Carbon County. And from ETV News, which covers both Emery County and Carbon County, pets of the week, marshmallow and moon pie.
Oh my god! Let's buy them both.
I know. Yeah, you can get them. You can get them from the Carbon Cat Rescue. It's marshmallow and moon pie.
Oh.
I want to eat some delicious treats and have them cuddle with me. Except he does kind of have the Hitler mustache going on Marshmallow.
I want a moon pie.
I want Mein Kampf. That's what Marshmallow. Cause speaking of Hitler, Europe is the theme here tonight. We could look at some of these other things later on. We got plenty of time here. We must get moving on though. Not too much time. We got more to get to. We're going to go over later on some things. The KTRD ballot. We've got Ryan's Comics Corner coming up after the music break. We've got Utah Cities quiz. The Zoom link is in the YouTube chat. Feel free to join us if you're watching on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube. Click on the chat. You can get the Zoom link and come in and hang out with your good friends Ryan and Ryan in a Trybe of Ryaens edition. This is our fourth time, Ryan. I was looking up the history of it. Our fourth time.
Ooh.
And guess what? Spoiler alert. Next week will be the same. So we will get to our fifth edition here. Kind of like Rocky. We're starting to hit that kind of level.
Ooh, the fifth one.
Very exciting. Now, Ryan, we're doing all European songs in honor of our good friend. We're not going to speak to him, but just so you could see, there's Euro Live. Euro Clay. Clay is in Europe. Are you still in a taxi, I'm hearing? You're still driving around Paris trying to find the next baguette and red wine. But Ryan, we are in honor of our good friend Clayton Scrivener, who's away trying to get across the pond. All European music, and this, just like when you pick any continent, it's going to be difficult. Turns out there's lots of great music from around the world. Ryan, what did you decide to go first in our entry here tonight in European music?
I went Stone Cold Classic, Yazoo.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm saying Yazoo because that's how they were referred to in Europe. Yaz, you might know him in the U.S. I don't know. Ryan, did you ever watch The Americans, the show The Americans?
No, but I did start watching Homeland, and I feel like they're not the same at all. But they're both shows on TV.
That's true.
So
that is a very good connection.
But yes, Americans.
Yes,
go.
The Americans, fantastic show. One of the best series finale, probably the best series finale I've ever seen in a show. But they do have like some really rad needle drops in that show, and they use them well. It's not like it's not all the time, but when they do a song in that, it's like, mwah.
I love it.
No show uses music better. And so there is an episode that I refer to as the Yaz episode. Where they used two Yaz songs, and this is one of them.
Because that was at some point this band was like, we're not Yazoo anymore, we're Yaz. Remember? Because they did switch at one point, if you remember.
They did.
Yes, they did end up being Yaz. It was, I can't remember if they started as Yazoo, then went to Yaz, or was Yaz and went to Yazoo. I think it was Yaz, ooh, to you, what to Yaz. But one of the greatest, I think they have, don't they have a song at the end of Napoleon Dynamite? Am I not thinking that correct?
No, I think you're thinking of, I know what song you're thinking of.
God damn it. You know what I'm thinking of.
But it's not Yazoo.
But I remember when you and I DJ'd together that Yaz and Yazoo was one of those I didn't find until we DJ'd, and I was like, holy shit, where have they been my whole life? My God, do I like this music.
It's that's the split between I mean, Depeche Mode went one way and Yazoo the other.
Good
members
point. God, great point.
of each. So.
That's the kind of stuff you get here on Polyester Blend, that kind of knowledge, that beautiful stuff. European songs, 2-song set. We come back with, we missed it last week, Ryan. We missed it. Ryan's Comics Corner. We got to delve deep into the Sunday funnies. We got Utah City's quiz coming up. 2-song set. Ryan's first pick. European songs. Yazoo! Get your jawbreakers out. Take some licks. We'll be back. Pauly Shore. After 2 songs. Polyester Blend. Thanks for being here.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you.
Gina X Performance. One of my faves. A German group with the woman vocalist being Gina, and then this other dude. I believe his name is Klaus. Zeus. Two people.
It's very Euro. There was a very Euro song.
Okay, so that's what I was going with, Ryan. I was like, when I think of Europe music, like, okay, we get it. The British invasion, the mob tops, these things. But then I was like, I really think of that discotheque, 80s, 70s. That's European shit to me.
Yeah. I was going to do that'd be a goof to do Mozart, but I was like,
buddy, it's on the table.
Classical. Yeah,
I clued in. I love how that's happening like that. I clued in on the Europe. Because yes, there's music, and yes, it came from Europe. But then to me, there's but what about European? The word European is what struck with me, I would say. And it continues to. My friend, I was fixing this one thing. My friend, European music, Polyester Blend, we're back. We're back after a little point of order. We got fun stuff coming on if you want to join us. Why is that going to be like that? Why is that going to be like that? We might have lost that secondary camera. We try. Look at that.
Oh, no.
It's all right.
No.
It happens. We can't be using them. But don't worry, we also have Schledio camera. We still got this. We still got another Schledio camera. So we're fine, Ryan. You think you're worried or oh no. Do we have enough cameras? Oh, we got plenty of cameras. I want you to tell right now. The Schledio cameras are in full effect. Don't you worry, okay?
Good.
We're ready to go. People, Polyester Blend, here we go. Play some music. We'll play some more music. But people, you know what's music to my ears, right? You know what's music to my ears? When I hear the papers opening, that sound of crinkling
of the paper,
flattening
newsprint,
it,
lightly dusting your fingertips,
the smell of it,
darkening your fingerprints.
Yep, you get taken away. Kids will never know, Ryan. The kids will never know. I mean, some kids will, but a lot of them won't. But the closest they can get to reenacting what it's like to pick up the paper, going right to the back to look at the funniest part, the Sunday funnies. Well, the only place you can do that is right here on Polyester Blend with our good friend, where what he does, of course, he goes ahead and he
reads them and brings them.
That's right, everybody. It's time for a hit segment we all love so much. It's time for a little bit of segment we like to call Point of Order. No, I'm sorry. We're doing Ryan's Comics Corner. I was thinking about
Corner.
I was just thinking about my friend, how last week we did not have you here. It was sad. It was a travesty. But we survived. But we're so glad to be back here with another edition of Ryan's Comics Corner. Ryan, what do we always people forget? And we weren't here last week. What does it provide? Who sponsors this? Who pays for the bills?
So, Frank's Red Hot wing sauce. Frank's Red Hot, proud sponsor of the Comics Corner. Yes, you can see Ryan's 5-gallon jug. Jug of wing sauce. There you go. And we must make the distinction that it's the wing division of Frank's Red Hot that really pays the bills. We get moral support. We get other forms of boost. We get social media boost from the Frank's Red Hot.
Right.
But it's really the wings division that pays the bills. So we're very thankful for the wings division of Frank's Red Hot.
Thank you
for sponsoring Comics Corner.
Absolutely. Keeps the lights on, just like paying and making sure to vote no on WD 311 pays for all the bills. This is just, we have to offset some of the costs,
Right. Really, so the big wing fund went to my hair bleach, and I'll probably have to put an IOU in the PBL. the petty cash, the common fund.
The common fund. Yes, exactly. All right, what do we got here this week, my friend? What do we got?
All right. So let's get to our first one.
Oh,
the
no.
throwaway.
Oh, no.
This is a single paneler. This is Bizarro by Wayno and Peraro.
That's
Friends
a
of the
throwaway.
show. Fan favorite.
Nah.
So, you got two fellas. Looks like business people. One's wearing a tie, one's wearing a sweater vest. And the one on the left says, "Nice to meet you, Glenn." And the other one responds, "Please, my friends call me Glenn." And this is a totally visual gag because you need to see the two N's in the first Glenn. "Nice to meet you, Glenn." And he's like, no. Please, my friends call me Glenn with one N.
Not so formal with all these N's, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. And this just kind of tickled my funny bone because I had written a very long newsletter about Glenn Danzig about a week ago, who spells his name with two N's.
So you're, as a
And
guy...
this would not be an interaction that you would have with Glenn Danzig. He would be like, please call me Glenn with two N's.
So,
I guarantee you that.
So, like, you know, you're writing that Glenn Danzig story, right? And he kept it being like, two N's. And then days go by. It's time to do Comics Corner. And this just comes right up in your face. And you're like, are you kidding me? Come on now. I just went through this.
This is Kismet.
Are there real coincidences? I don't know. Or is it just fate?
Nobody knows.
Ryan, I mean, I get why you were so tickled. And I'm going to say, Ryan, that really moves it away from, it's not a throwaway to me. When that kind of synergy happens in real life, and that's why we love Bizarro. I mean, I think for me personally, Wayno and Peraro have the best, they're the highest hitters when it comes to Polyester Blend.
They do have a very high, comparatively, they have a high success rate for the throwaway comics.
They do. It does feel like one of them forgot how to draw faces. Everything looks a little disproportionate, but maybe that's just what their interpretation of Glenn's are. It just feels like they look.
So you see the Glenn on the left, he's got some sort of like folding in his arm.
Yeah, it's got some. Oh, the K2? Or
is it K2? Yeah. Is that a new hidden message?
I do think K2's been there quite a bit, so I think that's existed for some time now. You've got the spaceship, the eyeball, I think you're right. Has K2 been around? I don't know, we're gonna have to keep that.
I don't think I've seen K2 before.
I don't know either. And their initials don't make sense, so who knows? It's kind of bizarro though. It's kind of bizarro.
Kind of bizarre.
Oh boy, it's been a minute. Do we need a huge recap, or where are we at?
Huge recap. Okay. So I think the last time
that recap
we were
is brought to you by Mark McGrath's forehead. Mark McGrath's forehead will be giving the recap. Go ahead, Ryan.
Mark McGrath's forehead, also a huge fan of Frank's Red Hot wing sauce.
Yes, very hot stuff. Go ahead. What is? You can go ahead and explain what happened in the last couple of weeks.
So I feel like the last time we met, we had Zach and Iris. Iris has been... Oh, okay, so at the very beginning, Zach has proposed to Iris, and she said no, she is not ready. And there was a lot of passive aggressiveness between them. Zach saying like, "Oh, is this why you didn't marry me?" Blah, blah, blah. Kind of rubbing it in Iris's face. And then Iris was finally like, look, let's go outside. Let's go for a hike. Let's clear our minds. This will bring us closer together. I don't want to marry you yet, but we can still spend time as a couple, doing hiking things, doing cool outdoor things. So Zach fell off a cliff while they were on their hike.
Forgot about that detail. Okay.
Yeah, he was taking a photo, taking a selfie, kind of goofing off on a ledge, and he falls, and I think that's where we left. We were taking action on whether he died or not.
Oh yeah, And we couldn't do the show, but he hung onto a tree, right? We didn't cover that on the show.
There was a little like tree sticking out of it, and he was holding on to it. then Iris, I think for at least 3 or 4 days he was hanging on, and she was saying, hang on. And I think like with masterful strength, she pulls him up. She saves Zach. And then I believe that is where we are coming in now.
Wow. So Iris kept an eye on him.
Yep.
Eye.
Very good.
And saved him. Saved this guy. So now he's got to be like, geez, I'm really glad she saved my goddamn life. I'm very, very lucky here. So we are joined, it looks like, in their apartment, it looks like, right?
Right. Yeah, so you got the apartment, you got some window eels. The quote that starts us off is from M. Scott Peck. He says, ultimately, love is everything.
Now, is that true? What is it, M. Scott Peck?
Which, that's not like, I don't feel like that's a very profound quote. I feel like people have been saying variations of that quote in popular movies.
Well, don't worry, this guy's dead, so we don't need to worry about, he did The Road Less Traveled. That's like a classic self-help book.
Wait, no, that was Robert Frost.
No, that's A Road Less Traveled.
Oh, the road.
Yeah, the Road Less Traveled self-help book. The Road Less Traveled poem or line from a poem. Again, you and I, English degrees, did we figure this part out? But The Road Less Traveled, big self-help book. Big self-help book. But let's see if it helps us in ourselves figuring out this wonderful comic.
All right. So they are kind of debriefing after this tragic, or this very traumatic, exciting, scary adventure. And so the first line, it says, I can't I can't imagine what I would do without you. Lucky for you, you won't need to because I'm not going anywhere. And that's Iris.
Oh.
So you got the description as Iris and Zach talk about the day's events. And Iris goes, life is short. What we went through today proved that. We came very close to ending up broken at the bottom of a cliff.
Woo!
Zach laying there with his sweet stubble and coiffed hair said, and yet we made it, love. You were able to pull me to safety. Iris says, and survived doing it. And she says, after going through that harrowing experience with you, I realized what you are to me. Zach, dear, you're everything to me. And I will be your wife.
Whoa!
Yes. And in the final frame, they're hugging, and Zach is saying, "Oh, Iris, you said yes," and she's like, "Yes."
I mean, let's not go too excited with those yeses, right? I mean, we're this is getting a little X-rated for a second there. You know what I mean? Let's be easy there. What a joke.
So Zach and Iris are getting married.
True love, it sounds like it's in the air, but something tells me, like with a lot of Merryworth, will they actually get there? You know what I mean? Like,
will Merryworth be invited to the wedding?
And that's what we all care about is will Merryworth get there?
No, I hope not.
We'll find out. Now Ryan, I think you did. Oh yeah, you did. Buddy, you like to delve into even darker. So this is like one step of hell to look at these comics. You like to go to another step, which is to go even further into what's called Comics Kingdom, a forum to discuss all the different comics in the Sunday Funnies. And you like to pull your favorite comments this week. What do you got?
So I didn't really have to dig far for these comments. And they are by the same poster, Comic Skulker. I've never seen him before, but he does quality things.
Oh,
and you can see like his response to this comic.
He's puking. He's puking up.
Mayo bottle puking.
Not a fan is what it looks like.
Not a fan. No.
Second comment.
Comic Skulker. Again, falls into the category of comics commenters predicting what would be what they should have said, and also incorporating a fart, which are two of my favorite categories of the Comics Kingdom. commenting. So
The asserting farts is always a great winner, especially on this show.
so scroll down.
There's even more.
You got comics Skulker. He says, and then suddenly Iris befouls the air with a loud rip.
Is that this panel right here? Is that what we're thinking?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Befouls.
I'm thinking back to last week, and I'm like, how the fuck did we even do the show without this? I mean, this is like, how the fuck did we do the show without this? This is insane to me. Like, this is the best shit. I love this shit.
I don't know.
I love it. And in the meantime, inspired by, I did a Mark McGrath of Forehead Funny. And
Is he smoking a
it kind of looks like a snail, but yeah, it is a cigarette. It's like mouth to the side.
It's like a Ninja Turtles mouth.
Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking of. And then he can join the fun world because now he's he's got, the Forehead Funnies are starting to become a thing. So we got Huntsman, you got Mark McGrath. So we'll just keep adding to that because, Sunday Funnies, Ryan, that's kind of where I'm thinking with that kind of stuff. So feel free to join along whenever you feel like you saw Forehead. You just zoom right in. You make a fun thing out of it. But nothing will get more fun than looking at the Sunday Funnies like Mary Worth and our good friends at Bizarro. Have we ever gone to Bizarro.com? I feel like, is there like merch?
Ooh.
Should we?
I don't know. Never been.
I can't go to Bizarro.com. Did I spell it wrong? They shut it down? They shut this sumbitch down? Bizarr. Oh, I did it wrong. No, I did it right, did I? No, I did not do it right. This is the content people love, Ryan, as always. Me looking up how to spell things correctly. Oh, 3 R's. No! There we go. Welcome to Jazz Pickles.
Welcome, Jazz Pickles.
Oh, that's our... Wait. Is that people who enjoy Bizarro or called...
I guess.
I guess. I don't know. What's the best...
Buy a Jazz
Oh my God, I kind of want a koozie. Gift card for what? The same stuff? Embroidery patch? Oh my God. Are they into
We've never encountered the Jazz Pickle.
Yeah, what?
It's like
It's a big deal.
They have secret symbol stickers.
Oh, see, now that's exciting. All right, we
That's
might have
how
to be
you
looking at
know.
this. By the way, the rest of the show will just be you and I shopping. Getting cool stuff from Bizarro, getting stuff from eBay, getting the Jawbreakers, getting Zazzle stuff, all the cool stuff we all love so much. Before we go further, Ryan, we're going to go to our next music break in a second. We're going to come back. We're ahead of schedule here, but I mean, it's just you and I, so what else are we supposed to be doing here? But we're going to come back with Utah City's quiz after this. But before then, we've been talking about making sure to fill in your ballot correctly. Make sure that that's going correct. And you want to make sure that I feel like here we try to help people informed. And so, of course, we say, please vote no on Resolution 3D of 311 on out there in the KTRD to make sure to give us, some money of that public funds. We try to do it. This next one, though, Ryan, this is a deep cut. Let's see if you remember this, my friend. It's going to be a deep cut. I think you'll remember, but, who knows? I don't know. But, Ryan, in fact, this next resolution, I forgot about this guy. But look at this right here, Ryan. North Gold Hill, Resolution 3D, WD 1776. Do we retain Chester Leadcuttle as British envoy? I can't believe that's on the ballot. And, I think we should, I don't know much about this. So maybe we should go to the guy. He hasn't been on the show for a while. Let's check him out. Chester, are you there?
Hey, Chester.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, Polyblend, the great gentleman of Polyester Blend. This is your British envoy, Chester Leadcuttle, the British envoy, out here in the West Desert doing his best to bring that synergy between the West Desert and no longer Her Majesty's crown, His Majesty. We have lost a queen since the last time I've been on the show, but I'm glad to be here, Polyester Blend.
Are you okay, Chester, about the Queen?
It's been tough, my friend. It's been tough. A lot of swag. A lot of Her Majesty. I got pins, I got shirts. So it is tough. Herr Ryan, Sir Ryan. Sir Ryan of Santiago.
What are you doing, Chester?
It's
Why
just
are you
Robin of Locksley. We just here in England we say things very rolling, Ryan. Did you know that?
Guess. Okay, well.
We've been going through a lot of.
It sounds like music to my ears. That's why the ladies really like a British accent.
Yeah.
Because you're always rolling your R's.
Absolutely, we are romantic. We are Robin of Locksley. We only roll our R's when we say Robin of Locksley.
All right, well, Chester, what service do you even really provide to the people of the West? I don't know why KTRD or the British. Why do we need a British envoy?
No. If I were in your personal space, I would smack you with a glove, and I would say, His Majesty has an issue. I mean, I provide quite a service out here. You know, for one thing, whenever someone needs to be knighted, I have my sword. Like Ryan, I knight you right here.
Chester, he doesn't need to be knighted. Stop knighting. I just don't understand. You know, I'm getting word here, though, Chester. It looks like, I guess you don't have to worry, Chester. It looks like the people of the West Desert want you to stay as their British envoy.
Of course, the people know, the people have spoken. I do love your democracy out here in the West Desert.
Well, Chester, it turns out, I think the reason they want you to stay is that you keep on building up quite a debt at the crab stable out in Wendover. It seems like you keep just going over to Wendover and you keep getting such a debt that they want you to keep losing money out here.
I do have a problem when it comes to His Majesty's dice, but I will keep trying to go for that beautiful crap stable and make some money there. So I guess I will stay. Vote for me, Chester Leadkettle, to stay as British envoy to Polyester Blend KTRD. Chester, God save the king!
All right, thank you, Chester. Thank you.
Very, very good, Chester. Cheerio.
Cheerio. I don't know why do we don't need a British envoy. I just don't understand why.
I feel like it's probably a good investment. Let's just keep it.
Maybe the people.
Let's let the people decide.
Let the
please.
people decide. We'll let them decide. Speaking of people decide, one person decided on, what do I want to listen to when it comes to European music? What do I want to listen to when it comes to European music? And guess what? His name is Ryan Bradford, and he picked his second song. What's your second song, buddy? Oh, this was a newer song. I had not heard of this band. What do we got?
One. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this band. I was pretty into them. Came out in 2015. Young Fathers, and this song was like my jam for that year.
Oh.
And it came back to me when I saw the music theme. So, let's play it.
I love it. Shame, shame, shame. Shame is the name of the song. Shame is the name of the song, and it is Ryan's next pick for European music. European music.
I believe they're from Scotland, Edinburgh.
Scotland, not far from, kind of part of the Commonwealth. Sometimes they want to leave and do their own thing. They are their own country. Let us not forget. Sure. But until then, we are playing Shame, Shame. The next song here on Polyester Blend, Young Fathers. After this, I'll play a song. I'm going to play a European song. And then we come back. Utah City's quiz. Think we might have some people filling in. Producer Rob. Whoever's out there, if you want to take the spot, please, by all means. But I think we got one guy. He usually shows up at 10 o'clock. We might have to vamp for a little bit. People, European songs. The next one here tonight. Shame. Your Fathers. Ryan's next pick. We'll be back after a 2-song set. Polyester Blend. Dusseldorf! La Dusseldorf! Riata! Rianetta! Riata! Das ist gut. This is the drummer Klaus, who was in Kraftwerk. And then they were like, we don't really want a human drummer anymore. And he was like, das ist not gut.
Das ist
Das ist bad.
Baden Glauben.
Das ist Gleben, Glauben. Gleben, Glauben, Gleben, Glauben. And he was like, fuck this. I don't know. Fuck this. And he made that band. I love that droney fucking craft, or what is it, krautrock business. Can't get enough. I also can't get enough of your pick. Shame your father. Ryan! We're talking about Europe, and then I was thinking about this, all right? I was thinking about this, and I saw here we have our good friend and producer on the show. He sent over the lunar eclipse. He's a little busy at the moment. Let's see if he's available. Producer Rob, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Producer Rob, real quick. I see you're in the middle of something, but it looks like you're doing your dishes. Are you? How's that coming along?
It's coming along just fine. I got a little bit of a late start, and I'm behind by a week, but
well, you were busy last week. You were watching the kiddies.
I had to go hand out candy.
I love it. That's what you got to do. Now, Rob,
How many pieces would you say that you handed out, Rob?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't know that I handed out any because I'm a kind of a pussy when it comes to children, and I just put the bowl in front of them and let them take as much as they're willing to dare.
Did you say that? Beware.
No. I said, "Hi, kids," and then I just pushed candy in front of them and let them self-govern.
I'd say you handled that pretty well.
Yeah. It was Danny's candy that he bought with his money.
Danny's candy. Okay. So, Rob, I saw you pop up, and I was like, it made me think, I was like, okay, you know about the cultures of Europe, right? We're all like, oh, you know, Christ, Catholicism, and all the different cathedrals, and the Europe, you know, the Romans, and then you got the Moors, and you know, you always think of human beings. That's all the people there are there. Then I was like,
no, you've I think succinctly encapsulated my understanding of what Europe is.
That's about it, right?
Yeah.
Now, but Rob, you popped up, then I was like, wait a minute. What about the animals, the fauna? What are animals native to Europe? What are the ones where it's like that? They're only there. They're only there. Now, I know a lot of them got brought over, you know, Rob, to the New World.
Yeah.
But Rob, I'm trying to find a nice list here, and I'm not getting the greatest. But like, what comes to mind to you?
A lot of the fauna of Europe is very similar to what we know and love here.
Right.
Just slightly different.
See, that's what it seems.
We have a European bison.
Ah.
It's very similar to our bison, but a little bit smaller.
No ice. There's no ice in their bison.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either, Ray.
Europeans don't put ice in their soda. Bice, ice in, I don't know. It seemed kind of rhymy.
Sure, yeah. It's just no ice.
I'm looking here at maybe a puffin. Well, puffin. It's like nothing. Puffin.
In the British Isles, they do have badgers that look suspiciously like our badgers, but like a little bit more derpy.
Whoa. See, this is the content I'm here for. I don't care about it. I just want to know about derpy looking.
Those two badgers you just saw there, those are our badgers.
Our badgers.
Here.
I want the fuck all looks like these guys.
Click on a European badger. Yeah, they have weird. That's the different thing.
Oh, European badger. Here it is. Ah!
Look at that dumb nose.
Looks like a pig badger.
Yeah.
Ryan, where are you at with badgers? You a fan of badger? Or you not into badgers?
I like this one. Actually, I think I prefer the European badger over the American badger. It's a little more distinguished, a little more inbred, maybe.
Yeah, it's that blue blood, that European blue blood when it comes to
The
badgers.
blue blood, yeah.
I mean, look at this guy. I mean, who's this fucker badger? He's like, I'm going all the way out. I'm going to Kosovo. I don't give a fuck. I'm not sticking around.
Going all the way up to Finland.
I'm going to go to Finland. I'm going to freeze my ass off. But look at me. I'm a dumb badger. What do I know what's going on?
I think they have red deer out there.
What?
As well, which are, you recognize them as deer. They just don't quite look
I know
like our
red,
deer.
which is funny because we've got red. I like red beer, and I always think of that being European. Am I not wrong? So it's like they're like, hey, what? Hey, all right. What if we make some beer like our deer? We got funny looking deer.
He's like a deer with a drink all red beer. Oi, God save the king.
Why are all these punks inventing red beer off of red deer? All right. Oi, you about been thinking about, mate? It's what some of these red deer. God save the king. Do I have to change that now? God save the king. Do you think Johnny Rotten still wants to sing that song, or is he like, I don't give a shit anymore? He was probably.
Why doesn't anybody love me anymore?
What do you think Johnny Rotten said about the Queen? Do you see if we can find a quote? Johnny Rotten.
He said, "You ever feel cheated?
You ever cheated? Sex Pistols frontman says band shouldn't profit from the Queen's death." So he is upset. He doesn't want. He doesn't want him to make money. Johnny Rotten, anarchy is a terrible idea. Oh God, I just love being old enough to just hate everything that you come up with. It's like, nah, mate, it's not
What's he
good.
hold? Is that a?
It's a banana.
He's holding.
It's a banana, but I won't pay for it through democracy. I'm not looking to steal this banana. I don't want no anarchy. I mean, it seemed like anarchy always seemed like a bad idea. You and I grew up in the punk culture, and I was always kind of like, I don't know if I really want anarchy.
I don't know. I don't know if I like anarchy.
I don't want anarchy. It seems bad. Well, what I do want was a red day. We should red bear.
All right. And then the last one I should mention.
Oh, yeah.
At least is a little bit different.
What is it?
That would be most foreign to what we have here.
This is the okay.
It'd be like the ibex.
Oh yes, ibex. How do you spell again? Ibex. Animal.
Ends in an X.
I bet there are tons of birds in Europe that we don't have in the North America.
Well, puffin. We said puffin, didn't we talk about?
There were. Then we brought a lot over. Like the starling. Is native to Europe.
See, now that's fucking metal. This is some Game of Thrones business here.
That's a little bit more African influence.
Ugh.
African fauna.
Stop lying to us, alpine ibex. It's a goat. It's a species of wild goat. I mean, it does say this is in Europe, bud. In Switzerland. Look at this. This is me. This is me just on a beautiful mountain day, thinking about Polyester Blend, the fun of it all. See, but that says it's in Europe, Rob. That says it's in Switzerland.
It is.
Steen wouldn't do.
Oh. But I'm saying it's African megafauna making its way in there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That it made its way north.
It feels a little bit more African in its flavor, as opposed to some of the things that make it into North America from South America, which have a distinctly South American flavor.
I love that, Rob.
They definitely don't have any. I don't know. They don't have any native marsupials.
I mean, it's true, and also, but like, what are we doing here? I mean, this poor ibex. It's like, what am I doing here? come to this
What if
cliff.
that was the reason that Clay Dog was going to Europe, is to see some marsupials, and then like he just heard this right now. He was like, "Get me off of this plane," and it became.
Please put me in a
became
pouch.
that
Please put
Twilight
me in a
Zone
pouch
episode.
so I can hide myself of the humility that I know there's no marsupials. I didn't know. Okay.
Get me off this plane.
I cannot cross that prime meridian if there's no fucking marsupials on the other side. I'm telling you that right now. Oh.
Typical Clay Dog.
Typical Clay Dog. He wants his anarchy and his marsupials. I mean, this is the exciting stuff here, people. What do we got here? What do we got left here? I don't know. Let's talk about, what do we, I mean, do you guys want to, I mean, we could do the quiz. I mean, we've done enough. We've done enough here. I don't know what else we can do. It's just us. It's just us. I mean, we could just stop. We don't need to go forward. I mean, we could do the quiz. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys want to do the quiz? What do you feel?
Oh, man, I love it. I really like that I can bring such a slow it down.
I'm the one who asked about. I love the animal talk. Don't get me wrong here. I just don't know. I mean, Ryan, for posterity, should we save the quiz? Should we do it? What do you think, buddy? What do you think?
I'm a fan of saving the quiz for when Clayton is here.
Got it. Let's do that then. Let's save the quiz.
The problem is we don't have a proper heel participating.
Exactly. That's the thing. We don't have we don't have anything. It's just a mess.
We can't screw over Clayton. What's even the point?
I know. It's about ribbing him, about giving him the business. I mean, I guess we'll just have to meet. Let's just all plan. We'll meet at Red Pill this weekend. We'll meet at Red Pill Expo.
Just make sure that you work on your red pill a few days beforehand. Get your tongue like calloused up, because it's gonna go through a lot of work.
A lot of jawbreaker. Whoa. Leah J wants to know if I welcome back. Do you have any questions? Let's see if I can chat now.
Have you been to Red Pill University?
I've not been to Red Pill University. I've been to being quite a pill university. You know what I mean? Like being quite a pill. God knows I've been there.
I got a scholarship to Red Pill University.
Ryan, do you see Tar yet?
Full ride.
Do you see Tar yet?
Did not.
Gotta go see Tar.
Saw the Weird Al movie.
Oh, I want to see it. How do I watch it? Do you just go to the Roku website? I mean, what the fuck is that? I gotta get my Roku login.
Prime?
No.
Can you rent it?
No, it's gotta have watch Weird for free. Stream free. Oh my God, can I just watch it tonight? Oh, I'm gonna.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Al here. And you're about to watch my totally 100% true, not at all made up biopic, Weird, the Al Yankovic story, right here on the Roku channel.
Well,
now let's just watch this for free all together, and this can just be the rest of the show.
We're gonna get. Wonder how long.
You just watch.
We can just watch this. How long do you think until we get? I just don't want to get dinged, because it's something. I just don't want to get dinged.
Well, highly suggest everybody goes and watch it, because it is so good and so funny, like way more than I expected it to be. And very like old school kind of Hot Shots Part 2 style comedy.
I miss that comedy. I've been thinking about that so much.
Yeah, it's not like offensive, kind of like in your face, which I have no problem with, but also it's like it's a nice refreshing take on comedy that
I love it.
I thought had gone by the wayside.
Well,
Weird Al is a legend for a reason.
I love it. All right, well, people, go think about European animals and what that's like. Well, hopefully Clay survives. Hopefully Clay survives his trip across the Atlantic. And, hopefully Polyester Blend survives. We'll find out. Who knows? Guess we'll be back.
If Clayton's out next week, can I suggest a mini cities quiz?
I mean, the city's quiz is a bit. I like doing the quiz, no matter what. We do it without you, Ryan. We usually have
do a
Dirk and
mini.
Jeremy, and then that helps because then you got a quiz, you got the judge, you got the whole thing. But it's kind of like tumbleweeds, kind of like the West Des. It's kind of like that. Well, let's just hang out for a second afterwards. But thanks for this. This is Polyester Blend. And we're just going to end the live stream. God bless. Take care of yourself. We love you. We'll see you next week, I think, with some sort of version. We'll find out. Trybe of Ryaens. I love you, Ryan.